A 2-1 win tonight. Roy, that's as good as it gets, isn't it, in terms of the intensity and the skill that we saw?
Oh, fantastic game. Credit to both teams really going for it. We saw that from the first minute. Shocking goals to get away from Real Madrid. Juventus certainly deserved it. But very difficult for Real Madrid to win a big game like this when you're playing with 10 men. Gareth Bale gave them absolutely nothing tonight. And the second goal they gave away, you know, absolutely shocking.
And so going into the second leg, Juventus will be feeling they've got a real chance now, surely.
Yeah, they will. I'd probably say 9 men with Ramos as well. You know, it was a real lack of quality in there from him. Every time he got the ball, he gave it away. He was giving the ball to the team. He was hitting the ball out to play. And Modric was a big miss for them. And Juventus are right in this game. Now, I think they can go away and score goals as well. So, no, it's tight.
Yeah, I think when it was 1-1, I think they had to come out and try and get that second goal. I mean, Real Madrid had a lot of the ball in the second half, but they got hit on the break. As Roy said, a really terrible end up with 1v1, and then what happened after that? Marcelo gets the shot away, and then it's 1v1, and once Tevez gets in this position, he's just going to take on. Marcelo brings the forward down. Now he's into. There's no need for Carvajal to make that challenge. He's running away from goal. He's goal side of him. Just run alongside him. He can't score from there. Look where the 6-yard box is. His knee hits the thigh there of Tevez, and he's absolutely, it's an irresponsible challenge.
It's panicking, really isn't it, from Carvajal?
It is. He's panicking because he thinks he can score. He knows the position. He goes, he can't score from there, just run him out of play.
He'd actually done the hard thing, which was getting back at him and then pushing him out wide, and then to do a tackle it was stupid.
It's just absolutely shocking. I'm angry with him, and we're not even involved in it. I'm fuming with you. You go straight from at the end of the game and say, what are you doing? Absolutely schoolboy stuff, and it's cost him the game. You'd lynch him.
You could see how nerve-wracking it was for the Juve fans watching that as well. But they had 2 great chances, didn't they, after that? Llorente, who came on for Morata, I was saying to you he's going to come on and hold the ball up, but he had a chance to do an awful lot more than that. Yeah,
we knew he'd come on and be a big presence and try and get hold of the ball. He did that. But the chance he had, what a chance. It's not so much this one, I'm talking more about the free kick, but I think he's just waiting for Casillas to come in, and hopefully he'll come and dive in and he'll go down.
He can't really do anything. Once he goes past the keeper, he's got to look for somebody. Somebody's got to break the neck, but it was a break, and his second chance, the header he had here, Roy, was just, I mean, it came a bit late to be fair, but he's got to score.
Oh, what a chance.
3-1, great chance. I still think, as poor as Real were, they'll still be favourites, I think, for the second game, but this chance, they might live to regret this one.
They brought on Barzagli to play 3 at the back, and then Real spent most of the last half an hour crossing the ball to 3 centre-halves who would go, thank you very much, we'll head it away all night. What's going on with the thinking there?
Exactly, they did right into their hands. It's exactly what Juventus wants them to do. Bale, he never once got the ball down and tried to take his man on. It was just a step to the side, whip it in, and they headed everything away. It was easy, it was food and drink for them. Yeah,
it looked like Bale was very short of confidence, wasn't he?
Well, there was a couple of, I mean, you look at Ramos in midfield, I can't remember him passing to one of his own players. Every time he looked so out of his depth in there. He didn't really control that midfield. They lost the midfield in the first half, and they got back into it towards the half-time. Second half, they had possession, but for them to take Bale off the pitch like they did, and as I said, he didn't miss him once he went off. I thought he was really poor.
You could say like a confidence from Bale as well, but he kept making the easy decision. The reason he's at Real Madrid is to be brave, to get at people, and every time he got it tonight, even in 1v1s, he turned back. And again, his teammates can't be happy with him because he took the easy option every time.
And yet, if they win 1-0, they go through.
As I said, I still think they're favourites. I still think back in Madrid, they'll be very, very strong. And as disappointing as it will be tonight, they'll fancy themselves at home. Although, as we've seen with Juventus tonight, they do look as if they've got goals in them.
OK, more reaction to come after the break. But if you want to be in Berlin next month for the final, well, time is running out. Back here, a 2-1 win for Juventus. Here's Patric Evra with Gabriel Clark.
Patrice, well done, 2-1 winners. Might it have been even better?
Yeah, I think the most important was the win, and it's never easy to play against Real Madrid, but I'm really proud with my teammate, with all the staff, because we prepared very well this game, and it was really important to win, and that's what we did. Of course, we are a little bit disappointed about the goal of Madrid, but the most important was winning. We do the same against Dortmund, and after that we go and beat them 3-0. We were really confident, and well done. We still 50% to qualify for the final, but you know, when you play the final, you have to play your life.
A lot said about Messi and Ronaldo, but Carlos Tevez, his 8th goal in the Champions League tonight. What level is he at right now?
Carlos Tevez is like myself, United blood. You know, he's a champion, and he's working hard. He's a really good professional. I was really pleased to see him again, and of course he have a fantastic year. But like he said, you know, we want to really win this Champions League. We have done a good stuff, the first leg of the semi-final. Make sure we get ready for the second leg. It's going to be difficult, but of course I'm really pleased for Carlito because he's a really massive professional.
You know what it takes to win the Champions League. You've done it with Manchester United. Do you see similar strengths in this team, Juve?
You know, United will remain United. Juventus is a different team, but like I say, you know, they have a massive story as well, and that's why we have to respect. You know, I think nobody expects us to get to the semi-final, and a lot of old fan, ex-player, they are really pleased because they have done that from the past, and now it was 12 years they didn't achieve to get in the semi-final, but now let's try to go to the final.
Half the job done. Well done tonight.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, two more men with United blood here, and one who started at United, who could be key next week, of course. Paul Pogba might come back next week. How might that change the balance of things in Juve's favour in Madrid?
Yeah, he could do. There's no doubt he's had a great season. I think it will be a little bit risky to bring him back, especially as Juventus played so well. I think Juventus have an advantage for the second leg as well, because you know, they've already won the league over here. Madrid have a tough game at home. And Juventus can afford to rest players, and they can go into that game nice and rested up and fresh for next week.
Yeah, you forced him out of Old Trafford, didn't you, when you came back? Made a comeback and he left, didn't he?
Well, they weren't good enough, was it?
And talking of midfield, surely they can't play Ramos in midfield next week. I know they've got some options here. Lucas Silva, InteRviews. Maybe the sale of Alonso looks a little premature as he's turning out for Bayern.
I'm not sure about that. I still think, obviously, no doubt the manager doesn't fancy the other two, and that's why he's gone with Ramos. He obviously did it in the second leg against Madrid, obviously a different animal that game, and they were at home. But I still think he'd go with Ramos in the midfield if he's got no other options, because, again, we've mentioned tonight, Modric is a big loss to him. But when you're at Real Madrid, you have to deal with injuries like any club.
Normally the big players, and he is a big player, like Bale's a big player, they're all, you know, you're playing at that club, you don't have too many bad games on the trot. He can't play as bad as that. He didn't play pass to his own player virtually all night long, so he might get that job again. It's a completely different game away from home, but at home I do see Juventus going there and being capable of getting a 0-0. If there's any team capable of that, you'd expect them to do it.
Well, particularly if Benzema's still missing, and Bale with this clear lack of confidence at the moment. I mean, he's been linked with Manchester United every single day, but up front, Real Madrid, without Benzema, with Bale like this, suddenly, you know, the famous BBC, they only got a third of it really working.
Yeah, look, he weren't great tonight. We know he's a quality player. He has had an injury as well, a couple of weeks. That was his first game back. Maybe he'll be better next week. He needs to be better than he was tonight because he wasn't good enough. Benzema coming back into the team will make a difference as well because he's a quality centre forward. And you know, if they have them three firing, then there's every chance they'll win the game.
Ancelotti's just said that Real Madrid should have been more patient tonight. They can afford to be patient next week, can't they? Because they only need the one goal if they keep a clean sheet.
Yeah, still set up nicely. Again, the goals he gave away tonight was like schoolboy errors. So, again, we're giving all credit to Juventus tonight, but they've got a big game next week. I still fancy Madrid to do it.
Get your money on 0-0.
Okay, we are. The Italians, if anybody can do that. Gents, thank you very much. It really has been a special evening.